on Mondays, every morning we meet as a whole school in the front by the ocean, and we start with warm-ups, like warming up our voices, and then each class presents a oli or a chant of their choice, and everybody joins in to do it together. So we have freshmen go, then seniors, juniors, like that, and it's really great because even though we all have different backgrounds and everything, we come together and we all know this, and it's really great to be able to do that together.
Waldorf education's interesting in that there are a lot of Waldorf students and Waldorf teachers and Waldorf families in the world that are not in Waldorf schools. And they're just looking for the right school, right? They're looking for a Waldorf school. And so it's not that someone becomes Waldorf by then joining a school. It's actually a kind of mindset. It's a fundamental orientation towards education and really life and what we do here on planet Earth. And what is that? That is the notion that we all have certain sparks that we become aware of as we're getting older, as we're growing up, and we have to figure out which of those sparks we're going to fan into a flame and find our life's path or our life's destiny, or do what we are supposed to do with ourselves.
I think the main thing that not shocked me, but I liked about my new school, about Waldorf school when I first moved, was like how there was a lot of art classes and you had opportunity to do a lot of different arts, which a lot of other schools don't offer.
So what surprised me was that there's a lot of playtime, a lot of getting outside and learning things by yourself and understanding what's around you. And then also the teacher would help you out if you started struggling, and I didn't have that at my previous school.
Most of the time, it's a major relief when a new student arrives at the school for that student and for the student's family, because suddenly they realize that there are people close to them who are really genuinely interested in who they are and what they want to do. And so in a Waldorf school, you have a unique opportunity to be a part of a group and have new experiences in areas that you might not have had otherwise, like blacksmithing or projective geometry. But you're also in the kind of place where people listen to you, and if you want to pursue your interest in composing music, if you want to pursue your special interest, maybe you're a ballet dancer and you need to somehow find ways to incorporate that into your education, right? That's the flexibility that a Waldorf school can provide. And so most of the time it's a relief for someone when they arrive, because they feel like, oh, these people can support me, they can get to know me, they can help me become who I need to be.
What brought me to Waldorf was the negative attention I was getting in the public school that I had gone to before Waldorf. And I was coming home with hours of homework, and my parents didn't like that, and I wasn't able to be a child the way every 7-year-old should be. And the attention that I was getting from there wasn't helping me or supporting me in growing as the person that I needed to become, or into the person I needed to become.
That was one of the main problems that I had at my older school, is that I had these learning differences and nobody really knew how to help me with that. But here at Waldorf, they make sure to give you accommodations, and they make sure that you're on track and that you're improving. And yeah, they really try to help you in whatever way they can and really try to accommodate for you, and try to figure out what your best learning style is, I guess, and then try to help you, teach you in that way, in the way that you learn best.
Ikua! Ikua naval! Ikua! Ikua huki, ikua ko, ikua mau, mau ka e mulu e uki e kulia.
Iku mau mau.
Ikua!
Iku mau. mau mau iku hulu hulu I kalanavau. Ikua. Iku lanavau. Ikua. Ikua huki ikua ko ikua mau.
It's interesting to learn as a person, not just as a student, but as an adult, that social groups and having friends is not about finding that perfect match or finding that person who has your exact interests or finding that person who looks like you do. The beauty of being in a school like our Waldorf school is that you are in close quarters with students 9th through 12th grade. You get to know all of them. They're all different. They're all unique. They all have their destiny. And you get to be in a place where we all see each other's destiny, or at least help each other towards that destiny. And so that's what makes it special and fun. As a new student, you don't come in and have that sense that you're being sized up or that people are going to figure out how to get one over on you or ignore you. It's not that we don't have teenage behavior here, of course we do, but teenage behavior is the good part a lot of the time, and this is a place where you can laugh and have a good time with people that you might not have otherwise known. And so small is beautiful, right? Being in a small population of students is a beautiful thing. And most students have their social groups in different places, right? They might have their athletic group outside of school, then they have their friends here at school. And so it's a nice thing to realize, like most people do at some point, that there are a lot of different realms of life, and as a person you can get to know people in different walks of life. School is just one of them.
Since we're such a small school, I know all the students in the high school, which is pretty cool, and I get to become friends with people outside of my grade, and I know everybody pretty well, so it's a really friendly community, and yeah, I know everybody, which is nice.
So the interactions in the school is that since it is a small school, you get to know everyone and everyone knows you. So unlike other schools where there's more than 52 kids, you're not secluded, and no one, it's not like you never exist to anyone else. Everyone knows that you're there and they know that you're gone, and you can just sit at a table with a bunch of people and you know everyone at the table. You can sit in a circle with everyone in the school and you can know everyone in that school.
At my other school, we had so many kids in one class, like 20 people, and it was like no one really cared for each other, but like you have friends, but they're in a group, like in a popular group and like nerd groups or something. But this school isn't like grouped up, it's just one big family, and I like about that.
Pretty much everyone came up and introduced themselves to me, which was a big difference from the other schools where you had to really be outgoing as a new student if you wanted to really talk to anybody, because everyone had already formed their kind of cliques.
Sometimes people have that question, does Waldorf education prepare a person for real life? And when someone asks me that, I usually approach it in two ways. First of all, I say yes, right? Students can get into great colleges if that's what they want to do. Yes, students go from here sometimes to Ivy League schools, sometimes to state schools, sometimes to specialized schools in different fields that they're interested in. Sometimes students choose to take an alternative path because that's what they need to do, right? Waldorf is open to all of those things. So on that level, yes, you're prepared for real life, right? Or prepared for the next step. If the person's willing to talk a little bit about what real life is, that's where the interesting discussion starts, right? What is real life anyway? Is real life figuring out who you are and what you want to do with yourself? Well, if that's true, then I think Waldorf education definitely helps people prepare for real life. If real life is caving into cynicism, or caving into materialism, or caving into negativity about the world and what's going to happen, then no, I don't think Waldorf education is for that person, because Waldorf education is for the optimists and the positive people who really want to go in and meet the world that we live in today and do something with it, right? Do something good with it. And so yes, Waldorf education prepares people for the real world, if that's what we're supposed to do.
I was not happy and I was not smiling at Korea. You know, like I was like depressed. But when I came to Hawaii, Like I start to meet some friends and teachers, Waldorf educations, and like I'm happy right now. I'm enjoying my life, and yeah, I'm trying to be my best. I'm trying to be my best.